welcome to yoga. This is Lindsay. I will be your yoga teacher for the next hour. Please have a blanket and a block and a strap if you need it, and we will start in child's pose on our mats. So make sure you have lots of space. Bring a towel to wipe your sweat if you need to. And knees wide, I have a blanket on my mat to support my knees. And then walk the hands forward, drape the upper body over the tops of the legs, and drop the forehead to a block or to the floor. If you're feeling your knees at all, come out and either place a blanket underneath your knee pit or widen the knees. Begin to deeply breathe into the lower abdomen, exhaling as you curl the tailbone under, pull in Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, the root lock of the pelvic floor and the navel lock center. As you inhale, extend and lengthen the chest towards the ground, dropping the outer shoulders. Becoming involved and aware of our breath, particularly in the back body. Imagining our lungs can extend all the way down to our hips. And as we inhale, that our lungs extend up into our neck and our head. Just imagine this feeling of breath and being breathed. Outer shoulders are soft, neck is soft, forehead is heavy. And then inhale, gently look forward, come up to tabletop. And inhale, lengthen the chest forward. Exhale, curve the back, engage the abdomen, tuck the chin. Then inhale, reach the chest forward, elbows back, shoulders down the spine. And exhale, press the breath out as you curve the back, pressing into the shins. Weight even on the hands. Good. And then come up to the knees, taking your hands on your hips. And then bring the left heel out to the side. We'll come into gate pose. Left arm comes down the shin. Right arm comes up and over the head. And pull the left hip down and under as you open up the right side of the body towards the ceiling. This creates a nice stretch in the right side of the body, but also we're twisting our navel center up towards the ceiling, towards the right hip. And inhale, come back up, hands on the hips, left leg in. Right leg comes out to the side. Engage the quadricep. Lift the chest. Exhale. Right hand comes down the shin. Left arm comes up and over the head. Again, creating that nice opening in the left side waist. And then we're going to turn our left navel center away from the right leg. Drop the right hip under, lift the right inner thigh. Breathe and extend. Inhaling, coming back up, hands on the hips. Come back to your tabletop. Reach the Hands forward on your mat. Drop your head and neck down so that you create a hammock of the chest between the hands and the hips. Hips are staying on top, over top the knees. And then just bring the forehead to the mat or to a block, or maybe the chin, or even if you're super bendy, you can descend the heart towards the mat. Rolling outer shoulders down, biceps up. Groin creases are moving back, hips back. Can you get longer in your side ribs, in the front of the body? Shoulders down the back. Let's take another deep breath here. Exhale, gently coming up. Tuck the toes under. Let's make our way to downward facing dog. Externally rotating the hands, press back and up into the heels. And pedal out the feet. Bring one heel to the floor and then the other. Find your down dog. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, reach it back across to the right outer shin. And give that right foot a tug with the left arm. And back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right arm, bring it across to the outer left shin. Pull that leg in. Inner thighs back, thighs engaged. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Tuck the tailbone, reach the chest forward, elbows back, shoulders down the back. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, let's take hands behind the sacrum, lift the chest, lift the kneecaps, locust here, warming up the back muscles. Can you reach the heart further away, toes further away, and exhale, hands to the waist, tuck the toes, press elbows together, hips up, and downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Open it up to the side, bend the knee. Reach the pointer toes across to the right. Maybe make circles with the knee. Opening up the left inner hip, outer hip. Exhale, square into three-legged dog. Pull the left knee in, place it behind the left wrist. Drop the right knee. Let's come into our little crescent here. Untuck the back toes as you sink the hips, raising the arms. And then pull out of your crescent. Tuck the tailbone, engage the lower abdomen. So you're going to feel that stretch in the right quad. And then from here, exhale, bend the left knee, reach the back body towards the back of the room. So right quad is engaged, keeping us steady and stable. Right glute, left glute, and then the back of the heart is reaching further away towards the back body. Good. Exhale. Drop the hands. Bring that left hand to the knee, right hand to the ground. And then untuck the back toes, lift the right knee. And let's come into a twist here. You can keep that left hand on top of the knee as you twist the body towards the left. And then when it feels good, squeeze, raise the hips up higher. Right quad goes up and back, left arm lifts. So navel center is pointed down, and then the heart is revolving to the ceiling. Let's reach that arm forward, towards the front of the mat, next to the ear. Good. Exhale, hands inside the left leg. Take this to your vinyasa. So you can go from plank to chaturanga, strong legs, bent arms, look forward, upward facing, or any variation. Exhale, reverse knees, chest, chin, or straight to down dog. And we'll meet back in down dog. Widen out the feet a bit, a little bit wider than hips. Externally rotating the hands, pull the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, drop the heels to the right, keeping the left shoulder down, squaring off the shoulders, but allowing there to be this stretch in the hips. Left hip back. Engage the abdomen. Inhale, lift the heels again. Come to the tippy toes, the balls of the feet. Reach the hips back, sits bones back, outer shoulders down. Drop the head. And then just let the heels of the feet fall to the left. Placing the feet flat. Right shoulder down, hips up and back. And you're going to feel this nice stretch in the outer right hip, the left glute, the abdomen, pull the abdomen in. Even some oblique work and rib work here. Inhale, reach the heels up. And exhale, come forward to plank. Look forward. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg back. Bend the knee, reach the toes across the room to the left. Open up that knee, press into the left quad, the left calf. Maybe take some knee circles there. Warming up the hips here. Exhale, square off into three-legged dog, right hip down. And then inhale, bring that knee in. We find the right wrist, drop the left knee, untuck the toes. Let's come into low crescent. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, drop the tailbone to right heel. And then just like on the other side, we're going to inhale, come out of it a bit. Tuck the tailbone under, engage the left glute, fire up that left quadricep. Keep those arms lifted. And then we're going to bring our hips forward together, but we're reaching our heart back further. So we're not completely losing the tone and the strength in the low back and the low abdomen. Reach those arms. Good. Exhale. Bring the left hand to the mat, right hand on top of the knee. Untuck the back left toes. Lift the knee. And then use the right heel of the hand to press the knee towards your chest as you twist to the right. Lifting the hips. Topping the left thigh back. Can you make the heart reach further away? Can you lengthen the heart from the collarbone? Right arm reaches up. Twisted low lunge. Drop right hip, lift left. Bring that right hand by the ear. Get nice and long here. And exhale. Drop the right hand, take your vinyasa here. So we can go plank, down to chaturanga, look forward, or knees, chest, chin, into low cobra or up dog, and we'll meet down in down dog. Big breaths here, take a nice inhale. Exhale. One more nice deep breath. Outer shoulders roll down. Inner thighs back. Good. Inhale, look forward. Bend Bend the knees, lift the hips, and hop or step to the top of the mat. Coming down lightly. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take our hands in a clasp and flip the palms to bring the arms up and over the head here. Squeeze the thighs. If you don't have this move where you can flip the palms, just take opposite elbows and roll the shoulders up and over. Or simply clasp with the arms straight, but just let that weight come over the head. And inhale, place the hands on the mat, look forward, little bend to the knees. Lead with the chest coming up. Reach all the way up. And exhale, Samasthiti. Come to the top of your mat, find your mountain pose. Really grounding into all four corners of the feet. Tucking the tailbone. Lifting the chest on all sides. Imagine there's a tube that's suctioning the whole chest, torso region up into the air, whereas the belly button down is in and down through the legs. So really find that beautiful staff, mountain posture. Coming to our intention today. Good. Let's inhale, sit back, heel-toe the feet together, come into your chair pose. Squeeze the thighs, reach the arms forward by the face. Engage the low abdomen as you come into the heel, the weight comes into the heel of the feet. Sit a little bit deeper. Good, you can do it. And exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, place the hands. Right foot back, look up. Left foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Sweep it forward. Warrior one on the right side. Sweep the arms up by the head. You can grab elbows here. Really anchor that left outer heel. Move the abdomen, navel towards the right knee. Bend into that right knee. Using that same principle, tucking the tailbone in will engage that back quad. And then lift the whole front of the body. And then reach the arms up. Maybe clasp them, pointer and thumb free. Good, and exhale. Let's come to warrior two. Line up the top heel with the back arch. Bend that right knee. Squeeze the glutes together, lift the chest. Exhale, bend into this further. Inhale, straight arms, straight legs. Exhale, warrior two on the left side. Bend the left knee. Inhale, straight arms, straight legs. Come around to the back of the mat, warrior one. Right foot in. Squeeze the glutes together, lift the chest. You can grab opposite elbows, bend into that left knee. Tailbone down, right quad, right inner groin is engaged. Navel center is tracking towards the left. Inhale, straight arms. Good, exhale, straight legs come into star. And we'll do one more warrior two on the left side, bending that left knee. Squeezing the outer hips together. Lift the chest, shoulders down the back. Inhale, straight legs, straight arms. Take the hands to the hips, heels in. Bring your hands to heart center, and then bend the left knee. You can bring your hands to either side of the left foot as you come to a crouch here with one leg lifted. So we'll warm up the hips this way. Place the hands on the mat. Lift the hips, come to the other side. Lift the left toes and balance on the right heel. And switch sides. So you can use your hands for balance here, or you can keep them at your chest and use your hip strength, your outer glute strength, your abs to lift and switch. And we'll take one more, just a breath on each side. Exhale down. Inhale back to center to the right. And coming up, straight arms. Walk your hands over. Bring your left foot in. Come into your pyramid pose. Hands on the hips coming all the way up. Squeeze the quads up into the legs. Right hip back, left hip forward. And you can grab opposite elbows or reverse namaste. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Come to about halfway. Keeping the sacrum like a tabletop, flat. And then reaching the chest forward before the shoulders. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze the kneecaps in. And then from here, right hand on hip, left hand comes to the shin or to outside of the right foot. Twisted triangle here. Open up the right arm. And just a visit. Exhale. Bring the hands to the mat, right foot back, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg back. Sweep it forward to left wrist. Right heel comes in a bit, hands on the hips come up. Prepare for your pyramid. Hands can come in the opposite kind of weird way of grabbing the elbows or reverse namaste. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the thighs, kneecaps up. Exhale, inner rotation of the legs as you come forward. Nice stretch in the left hamstring. Reach the chest forward, shoulder blades down the back. Can you make the sacrum flat? The left hip lifting, right hip lowering, whatever. Sometimes one side is different than the other. And you can feel that with your hands if you have opposite elbows. Now let's bring the left hand to the hip. Right hand comes to the shin or a block. Let's twist our triangle out here. So I have outer edge of my left foot is parallel to the outer edge of the mat. And I'm pressing through the heels and using my core navel strength to twist open to the left. So reaching legs away, chest away, core center. Exhale, frame the left foot back plank. Exhale, take a vinyasa. Find your downward facing dog. Lift the heels, lift the hips up, and then exhale, press everything back. Outer edges of the feet parallel to the outer edges of the mat. All 5 knuckles are touching, all 5 knuckles along the palm are touching the mat. So press through the pointer finger and thumb. Good. Inhale. Lift the hips, come to the tiptoes, look forward, and hop or take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. And if you're hopping, try and parachute the legs so that the hips land softly. Inhale halfway, exhale forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, come to chair, sit back, reach the heart forward, reach the arms forward, engage the low abdomen to help lift the heart, reaching for what we most desire. Sit even deeper till you're almost sitting on the mat. Can you even come as deep as that? And then come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. Let's try a little variation here. So bringing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Bend back into your chair. If you need to stabilize yourself, you can bring your right hand to the heel of the foot, left hand to the knee. Reach the chest forward. And then with hands to heart center, you can fold forward over your right leg. You can keep the right leg bent or as straight as you like. Eventually the hands will come down to the floor and the right leg will become very straight, dropping the hip. If you want more of a challenge, and this is habitual, you can bring the left heel to the navel, drop the top of the foot into the groin crease, and straighten that right leg for more of a intensified version of this. Inner thighs back. Drop the head and neck. Even more. Good. Bend the right knee. Look forward. Hands to heart center. Come up to stand, keeping the right foot, the ankle on the knee, and then just gently drop the left leg back to straight. Okay, some opening there, feeling the difference in the different sides. Bring feet together. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And then reach the chest forward as you sit back even more. And eventually, if you need to bring your hands to your right foot and knee, keep the chest reaching forward and start to forward bend. Bringing maybe one hand to the mat, the left hand on the sole of the foot, or the other hand. And then the left knee can be as bent as you need to reach the floor, eventually becoming straight. And that right ankle is staying on top of the thigh, it's not on the knee, so keep the left knee straight. Drop the head. If you took the more intensified version, you can briefly come out, place the heel into the navel, drop the top of the foot into the groin crease, fold over the foot, straighten the left leg. Drop the right hip, squeeze left inner thigh back. And you make the back of the heart and the head even longer. Good. Inhale, bend the left knee, look up. Pull everything in. Reach the heart forward. Bring the hands to heart center. Come up, keeping the right leg bent. And then find your center, drop the right leg. Very nice. Awesome. Great, let's inhale, open up to Warrior 2 on the right side. Looking over the third finger of the right foot. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right elbow to right knee, left arm. Let's come into our side angle here. Options here, you can keep the right elbow, but don't let that mean that the right side of your body can just be limp. You want that core strength to tap in here. So pull the right hip in, lift the pubis, lift the chest. Open up the arms if you like, with the right hand on the inner ankle, or on the floor, or outside of the right foot. And then reach the left bicep by the ear. Reach nice and long towards the front of your mat. Again, pulling that right hip under, reaching the chest around, and then exhale, take a vinyasa here. Hands inside the right foot. Lift and lengthen the chest forward, knees engaged. Lifted kneecaps, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg back. Sit forward to warrior two on the left side. Look over that third finger. Scapula together, chest lifted. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring the left hand to the left knee, right arm by the face. And then tuck the left hip under, engage the right inner thigh to the right heel. And then maybe from here you can slide that left hand down inside the foot, to the ankle, to the outside of the foot. Re-engage, left hip under, left inner thigh reaching forward, and then right arm comes into our full side angle here. Navel center in and back, chest revolves. Last breath. Exhale, right hand down, take a vinyasa here. Inhale, lengthen the inner thighs. Exhale, drop the head. Take another breath here. And then walk the hands towards the feet, coming into a forward fold here. Heel toe the feet together. And then left hand on hip. Right fingers come to peace toes. Look forward. Can you lift the right heel up into your balanced toe pose here? So let's try that again. Exhale, right leg down. Hands to the ground. Hip, foot, feet. Bend the knees. Right hand on the right hip. Left peace fingers come to the left big toe. Sink down. Inhale, lift the left leg as you come standing. So a little core work, a little balance work. And then exhale, lower down. So this comes in handy when we're doing things like bird of paradise, and it just helps with our balance overall. So let's try this again. Bend the knees, left hand on left hip, right peace fingers on right big toe, sink into that left heel, lift the right leg straight up in front of you, reaching forward. And just try to find your edge, even if it's just getting the right leg off the mat a couple inches. Bend the knees, right hand on right hip, peace fingers to left big toe, sink into that right foot, weight into the right side of the body, left heel, presses out and up, coming to stand. So your edge is perfect for you today. Drop the left foot. Walk the hands forward to your down dog. Exhale, bend the knees. Let's take a child's pose here. Drop the hips towards the heels. Reach the arms forward. Rolling outer shoulders down, creating that nice space in the neck, collarbone. Good. Let's inhale, come up and grab your blanket and place it on the mat the long ways so that your shins fit. And then shimmy to your knees, bringing the shins flat on the blanket. And then tuck the toes under for this round. So we're going to do some camel pose here. Bringing the hands to your invisible jeans pockets here. You're going to tuck the tailbone down and engage the quadriceps. Glutes and quads here. Elbows in, lift the chest. Exhale, press the hands into the glutes and reach the back of the head back. Keeping the heart open, keeping the collarbone and the top of the chest open. Can you press the hips forward and reach the back body further? And exhale, sit on your heels and bring your hands to the tops of your thighs. So just a little reset here, closing the eyes. So we'll take variations of this. Inhale, lift the hips. Hands to invisible jeans pockets. You can keep the toes tucked under or flat if you want to go there. We're going to reach for our heels this time. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the glutes, lift the tops of the hips, the front of the hips, and engage those quads. So the quads are perpendicular to the floor. They're like pillars of Lincoln Memorial, super strong and sturdy. And then that's going to be the base from which our heart can be expressed, leaning back, elbows in, heart can be free. Keep the chin tucked in and reach the back of the head. So try not to let the weight fall into the neck, but bring it from the back of the heart out. Back of the heart to back of the head. So it's going to take some heart strength, some rib and elbow strength, and then reach back one arm and the other arm to the heel, and then open the chest even more. Last couple breaths. And exhale. Gently come out, sit back on your heels. Hands on the thighs, close the eyes. Neutral spine here. Good. Last one. Inhale, come to camel. For more intensity, you'll flatten the ankles, because then that's further down to reach. I like to start with the hands on the jeans pockets. Lift the side ribs like Monopoly Man. Lift the suspenders up through the armpits. Elbows back. Super strong pillar legs. Exhale. Lean back. Engage the core. Hips forward. Reach the back of the head from the back of the heart. And this time you can further reach the hand to the heel, and the other hand to the heel, And then press the hips forward again, readjusting. Every time we go lower, we're pressing hips forward, we're engaging the quads. And tuck your chin in until you create that safe space from the back of the heart, up the back of the spinal column, into the back of the head. Last breath. And exhale. Gently sit down. Neutral spine, hands on the hips. That was our last camel, so you can take a breath of relief. Good, let's exhale. Come to forward fold. So I'm going to bring my blanket and create a little shelf, a little seat at the quarter fold. And I'm going to grab my strap as well. If you've got a strap or a towel or t-shirt, and we'll come seated on top of our blanket and then bring the arms or the legs out straight. Okay, coming into our staff pose, bringing the hands by the hips, lift the chest, pull in the abdomen, inner thighs down, kneecaps lifted and engaged. Can you lift the heels off the mat just by engaging those legs? Good. And exhale, release. Let's bring the left heel in, coming into Janu Shirshasana. Right leg is long. So at any time, if you need your strap for that extra reach to the feet, we'll twist over to the left, opening the chest towards the left side, keeping the right leg long. Engage the right quads. Find that spinal twist, and then from here, exhale, lean the right side of the body towards the right leg. You can slide the top of the forearm, the right arm towards the inner toe mound of the right leg. And then the left arm can come up and over the head as you dig the left heel in for that. That left heel is going to help to engage the revolving motion on the left side ribs. So nice long stretch on the left side, and then with the help of the left heel, we're engaging that abdomen and revolving the chest. Good. And exhale. Coming up and out. Let's bring left leg straight, seated on our blanket. And then the right heel, the right knee's going to bend. So bringing that heel inside the left groin area, the inner left thigh. And then engage the left leg long, kneecaps engaged. Bring the hands to frame the right knee as you twist the body over to the right. So navel center is moving towards the right thigh. Keep that left leg engaged. And then exhale, start to bend the left sideways over top the left thigh, bringing the forearm, sliding it towards the left inner toe mound, taking a grab there, revolving the chest, and then bring that right arm up and over to grab the outside of the left foot if you can reach, or if you need a strap. And then again, that right heel is helping to lift and engage the inner rectus abdominis, lower rectal, abdominal rectal area to revolve the chest. And then remove your blankets. And we're going to try something fun, a little bit different. So roll onto your backs and pull the knees in. And just rock side to side. And then we're going to take some fun sort of pistol rocking here. So you know how normally when we say, for the yogis to rock back and forth on your back, bring your hands to the hamstrings, kind of rocking on the spine, coming to seated, rocking back. This time, instead of both feet forward, you're just going to bring one foot in front of the right hip and launch yourself up. So let me demonstrate. So we're rocking back and forth, and then right foot in, press up, rock back, left foot in, press up, rock back, right foot in, press up, rock back, left foot in, press up. So try that. It's really good engagement for the core. It really helps to shape and lengthen out the low back. So just try, even if you can't get fully up, you can still plant that right foot in front of the hip and press. Just press a little bit. Rock back, left foot, pistol, rock back, right foot, pistol. Eventually we come stand. Left foot, pistol. I haven't made it. Let's do two more. Pistol, rock back, and pistol. All right. Good. Let's come to cobbler pose. So that's a little fun, gets your heart rate up and kind of loosens up the low back and strengthens the core. So knees out, grab those ankles, open up the feet like a book. As you press the knees down, open up the groin. If you need extra support like a block or a blanket, but only really if your inner thighs are super duper tight. If they're not so tight, experiment with pulling the outer hips and the tailbone in and back to help open up that groin area. And then with the hands opening the feet, lift the chest, elbows back towards the waist, lead with the heart, come into your forward fold here. So sits bones are moving back. The torso is creating that internal rotation of the inner thighs. Really try and pull the elbows back so that the front of the body can lead first. So if we're tight, sometimes we tend to roll the shoulders forward. But let's try a little more dynamic here. Good. And then coming on to our backs, let's take a couple bridges here. Roll the tops of shoulders under. Hands come to a clasp, lift the hips, clasp the hands, press the thighs together, inner thighs down. And then the upper arm's going to press the hips up higher. Lifting into the bridge. Press firmly through the heels, glutes, quads engaged. And creating a nice long spine. Exhale, roll down. Take arms out to a T, and then the knees can come side to side in windshield wiper. And we'll try this one more time. For those of you who want to go into bridge, you can go ahead and do that. So reverse bow is what I need to say. So those going into bridge, lift the hips, clasp the hands, press those upper arms to lift the hips, heels engaged, inner thighs down. Those in bridge, you're going to take your thumbs to your ears, flip the palms, Elbows in, rock to the top of your head with chaturanga arms. And then lengthen the sides of the body, sacrum wide, inner thighs down, press up to your Urdhva Dhanurasana bow. When you're ready, you can come down. Windshield wiper the knees. Good. And for those who did bow pose, let's do one more like that. For those who did bridge, see if you can reach the tops of your fingertips underneath your heels and come to a little narrower bridge. Even the heels can rest in the palms of the hands as you press the hips up. So Urdhva folks, again, heels to hips, thumbs to ears, flip the palms, chaturanga arms, elbows in, lift the hips, roll to the top of the head, lengthen the side ribs, side waist, inner thighs down, press into the heels, and lift, keeping the sacrum wide, the back of the heart wide. And then you can start to arch the back, looking down between your hands. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed on the feet and the hands. And even if you're in bridge and you want to try Urdhva Dhanurasana prep, where you're just on the top of your head, with chaturanga arms gaining the strength to come up to Urdhva, that's great too. So we got all our back bends in today. Let's come out gently, sitting up, feet out in front. Let's take a nice forward fold here. You can bring your strap to the balls of your feet. Press the inner toe mounds in, so don't let the feet sickle. Press the ball of the foot, the inner toe mound, away. And you can keep your knees as bent as you like. Coming into this forward fold, walk the hands up the strap, reach the heart forward, chin down, nice long spine, sits bones are moving back. Eventually the legs begin to straighten, and we're still leading with the chest here. Maybe walking the hands in another hand length. Or if you're already reaching the outer edges of the feet, or even have your wrists in front of the feet, go for it. Enjoy this forward fold. Squeeze the inner thighs down and just let the mind at this point become so fully in our asana here. Lengthening the breath, exhaling in a little bit deeper. Inner thighs down, calm minds. Reach the chest forward, hips back. Good. Last couple breaths. Next, exhale, gently release. Place your strap to the side or what have you. And let's gently come to our backs and make our way to Shavasana here. So in our Shavasana, you can have feet wide and the knees knocking in. Be nice and relaxing and keeping that sacrum wide. You can also come to cobbler with soles of the feet in, knees wide. Maybe hands reach the ankles. Or if you're feeling like giving your knees a hug, doing some happy baby. One knee and then the other. Just whatever you need to feel that contact with the floor, with the low back. Soften the breath. Any last movements? Making our way to Shavasana. You need a blanket underneath your chest or underneath your hamstrings or your knees. You can make a little roll. That can feel really nice under the knees or higher up under the hamstrings, close to the glutes. Good. And from here, lift the chest, bring those upper arms underneath the body, shoulder blades flat. Close the eyes. Relax the center of the body and the breath. Take a big inhale here. And exhale. And all out. Bring the back of the head heavy. Relaxing the jaw, eyes, back of the neck and shoulders. Letting that peaceful feeling cascade down the arms, relaxing the palms of the hands, heart, center of the body, all the organs relaxed, back body, low back, hips, groin and low abdomen, thighs, outer thighs, knees, outer shins, inner shins, ankles, arches of the feet, top of the feet, sides of the feet, and sole of the feet. One long arc from beyond the top of the head through the heels. Drawing the senses and the breath into the deepest place possible. Letting the breath be like a body of water lapping on the shore of our consciousness. Turning the mind off and just letting the body breathe itself. circulate, detox, and restore all of our organs and tissues. Bringing that sense of peace, calmness, and awareness. Rolling onto one side, gently moving the ankles and the wrists, bending the knees and rolling to that side, taking a rest on our side with our head resting on our arm. A wonderful, gentle feeling of that connection to our body, to the earth, to what makes us simple as human beings. Gently using the arms to press the upper body straight, bringing the head up last, balancing the crown on top of the shoulders, on top of the hips. To our seated easy pose, bringing our thumbs to heart center, lifting the chest, take a big breath in, and exhale. Take a big breath into Om. The light in me honors the light in you. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much. We're going to pick up our programming in the coming weeks. I wanted this to be more of a free flow and kind of introducing some new muscle groups. Hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to next time. Namaste.